Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we're taking a look at how the Hollywood Rack's Destination 4-bike platform rack fits on the 2021 Mazda CX-9. So this rack is one of my favorites when it comes to the entry-level platform racks, just because it's at the price point where you can still get a solid platform rack without having to pay the premium. And amongst those entry-level racks, it has some nice features like this versatile frame mount mast. But the downside to this is that you can't do some things like tilt it away. So if you want to open up your hatch real quick just to grab something, you're going to have to take your bikes off to do so. So this is going to be one of the more compact 4-bike platform racks, where we measure from our bumper to the end of the rack here. That's going to be 37 inches of length. It sounds like a lot. It sounds like it's bulky, but compared to some of those other 4-bike platform racks, it's actually not that much. Here too, we've got a ground clearance of 18 inches at the end, 22¼ inches at the center. So that means this does have a weight capacity of 35 pounds. You're not lifting your 35-pound bike up way too high. Now, what types of bikes can you carry with this? You can't carry the extra heavy bikes, but 35 pounds is pretty normal. You also have your little frame mount here, so even if you have a step-through frame, perfectly fine too. You don't need to get a frame adapter bar. To take the bikes off, you start at the wheel straps. You just press this lever, and then that way you can lift this strap up and out of the way. I can like pivot it over to the side so it doesn't get caught up in the spokes. So that's one strap, and here's our second strap. Now going over to our frame mount. You may have to get a little creative here. I like to use my elbow to hold the frame in place as I press the lever and pull this strap up and out. All right, so from here, once that's released, as like I said, it can get a little tricky. So compared to your more premium racks, this definitely has a lot more straps and can take a little bit more time. Now the perks of this CX-9 though is look at where your window is. That window spacing allows you to tilt your bike back a good amount so that you can get it up and over the mast. And now you're ready to go for a ride. Now, I like that wing style, very common for the Hollywood Rack's Destination bike racks. That way you have, if you have different wheelbases, you could just tilt those straps back and forth to secure the wheels. Now make sure when you're done with your ride, you put those straps away, that way they're not flopping around as you drive around. I'm going to get this mast down so that we can open up our hatch. So turn that lever, lift the anchor up, bring this down. You can use either the wheel strap or the frame mount strap to secure it in the down position. All right, now it's time to fold this up. We've got our little clip here. We've got our bolt. We're gonna take this out, and then we can lift the bolt up. So really quick, with the bikes off, we can open up the hatch, hang out inside our hatch if we need to change our shoes, grab our items. But once you fold the bike rack up, you lose that functionality. So definitely think up ahead of time before you either put your bikes up or fold the bike rack up. There we go. This bolt here helps hold our mast into place so it's not wobbling around as we drive around. I also use a 3/4 inch socket for our anti-rattle bolt. There's a lock at the end. That way it's nice and secure in that hitch receiver. Compared to earlier with it folded down, it now only takes up 11 inches of space behind your CX-9. So if you're trying to park into a really tight spot or back into your garage, this is the way to do it. It is on the taller side though, but even then, your taillights are still visible. You have full visibility through your rear window, and your license plate is kind of visible through the open grid design, but your backup camera fits perfectly in that hole. So what's gonna happen? You put it into reverse, You are definitely going to see the bike rack in your camera, but you'll also be able to see through the bike rack. If there's any cars behind you, those will be visible. All right, my personal thoughts on the Hollywood Rack's Destination 4 is that it does fold up really close to the CX-9, but there's definitely clearance there. I wish I could tilt the rack away in order to open up the hatch, but that's something you're going to get with your more premium racks like the Kuat Transfer V2 4-bike platform rack. As it does what it needs to do, even if I have, let's say, a Scepter bike or a women's frame, I can put them on without the use of a frame adapter bar, and I have the sturdiness of a platform rack. So this right here was a look at the Hollywood Rack's Destination 4-bike platform rack on the 2021 Mazda CX-9.
Now we're going to go ahead and take it on our test course. First we'll start with the slaloms. This is going to show the side-to-side action. It's kind of going to mimic the movements that you'll see whenever you're driving down the road normally. Now we'll have the alternating speed bumps. This is going to be more so like the uneven roads and some of that uneven terrain you might be traveling on, and see how it holds up.